There's a lot of things are going on, a lot of wars are being fought, but we need to understand that God is a system. It's not a human being. The system which is established even before humanity started. Like if I talk about water, water is boiling at 100 degrees everywhere in the world, and it freezes at 0 degree everywhere in the world. Similarly, the Christianity is majorly a religion of Western civilization. Islam is Middle Eastern countries, and then Eastern countries are like more like Buddhist countries, or like India is a Hindu country. So the Christianity never reached in the past. Christianity never reached India, or Hinduism never reached Western culture. This is just a recent phenomena, but in the past, these religions never reached the other country. Islam never reached India, Buddhism never reached Middle Eastern country, but people were still living there, and they were prospering. So similarly, if I go back to my previous example where water boils at 100 everywhere and it freezes at 0 everywhere. So same way, if you do good, so the system is karmas. Good actions will bring good, and bad actions will bring bad. So if you're doing good, you will receive good. If you're doing bad, you will receive bad. That's purely the system. And there's a system of karma. If you're doing good, you will get good karmas. If you're doing bad, you will get bad karmas. And then obviously, so the first point to understand that world, if I see earth and if I go out, it is just one earth. It's not we are living on this earth because based on temperature and weather condition and geographies, our color is different. And then the enlightened being who comes to these people, they look, so like if Krishna came to India or Buddha came to India, they look like Indians because they were born in that geography. So we need to understand that because of geography, the message they delivered is for those people, but the message is same. If I go to Christianity, they talk about love. If I talk about Islam, it talks about surrender. If I talk about Hinduism, they also talk about acceptance. So Buddhism or Hinduism talks about acceptance. Islam talks about surrender. Jesus talks about love. So the person, the messenger who came to earth for that geography, the message was given same. Love is surrender. Love is acceptance. Surrender, Islam means surrender. Surrender is acceptance. And Buddhism is observes, see the things where they're happening. That is basically acceptance. Even Hinduism is basically acceptance. So the message is totally the same. But because of the geography, the person's color changed. But if I go back, it is just one earth. So the system is same everywhere. Even if one messenger like Jesus never came to India, but the message is still same given by Krishna in India. And it's the system. Do good, get good. Do bad, you get bad. That's the truth. And similarly, if I go back to my previous thing where I said the water will boil same. So the physics is same, math is same, 1 + 1 is 2 everywhere. That's how the world works. That's why a person from India goes to America and does the same calculation. It doesn't do a different. So physics, chemistry, biology, maths, they work same. Science is same everywhere. The system is same everywhere. You do good, you get bad. So system is running the world. The messenger who came, he gave the message. And then if I go back to religions which are based on the single life, like you have this only one life, you don't have multiple lives. We need to understand that in that system, people are not born equal. People are never born equal. Life that you will be judged based on single life. See, how will that be possible when you will be judged on single life? Because you're not born equal. Some people have more money, some people have less money. So person who has more money, if you're born in a rich family, you have more money. So you have more resources at your disposal, and you can do betterment for society more as compared to person who has less in the hand. So how will you contribute more? Like, how will you have good intentions when you can't even eat food? And then your intentions are coming out of your mind, but mind is totally brainwashed. Mind is based on where you are born, what culture you are in, and what geographical situations around you. So how will you get judged at the end of your life when you're not even born equal? And then you must have seen a lot of times that in spite of doing everything correct, you're still not getting what you want. You worked hard, you paid your bills, and still at the end of the day you got a terminal disease. You never smoke, never drink, but still at the end of the day you got a terminal illness, or kids getting terminal illness. Because it's the karmas. You did something bad in your past life. Now it is a multiple life thing. That's why Hindus say there are 3 types of karmas. So it's all based on karmic system. System is karmas. And then there are 3 types of karmas: prarambhik, sanchit karma, prarambhik karma, and obviously your kriya yama karma. So karmas are, when you get a new life, karmas are taken from your sanchit. Sanchit means bucket of karma. So I've taken some karma out of the whole bucket. So I'm doing actions right now, and these karmas are getting accumulated in the bucket. They're going in the bucket. So when I die and new life has been given to me, so some of the karmas from that bucket will be taken and given to me in the new life. So sanchit is what I'm accumulating right now in my past lives. Prarambhik is which have been given to me. Prarambhik means the beginning, life beginning karmas, the first ones. And the kriya yama is what I'm doing right now. What are my actions in this life? So based on that, you've been given karmas, and that's based on that. If good karma is a combination of good and bad. So, and it brings limitations to us and the way we can achieve things. So sometimes even if you're doing everything right, you never will get the things. So the system is karmas. If you're doing good, you will get good. Maybe in this life, maybe in next life. If you're doing bad, you will get bad. Maybe in this life, maybe in next life. But it's the system, it's not the human being. We need to understand that whatever my actions are right now today, they will shape up my life. I will not get judged at the end of my life. I'm getting judged right now every moment. Jesus said, what you sow is that what you reap. Islam talks about judgment day. See, judgment day, today is the only day in which we are living. We are not living in the future. I'm living in this moment. When the future will come, I'll be there. When the past, I wasn't there in the past. So this day, judgment is happening every moment. And that's your karmas. If you're doing good, you will get good. If you're doing bad, you will get bad. It's a system. It's a universal system. So even if the messengers gets different, but the system stays same. So if I fire the CEO of a company, the company will not collapse. We need to understand that the company will still keep on running because there are systems in place. If an employee get fired, a valuable employee get fired, somebody will come and replace it. Why? And he will make the company run in a similar way. There might be a few hiccups initially, but the company will still be running in the same fashion in the past because they have made systems, and systems are working. So if you're doing bad, you will get bad. If you're doing good, you will get good. That's the basic system. It's a universal thing everywhere in the universe. This is how it works. And if I go back and zoom out of Earth, it's just one Earth. Based on our color and geography, you might see different gods because they look like people. Krishna will look like Indian because he's born in India, coming out of Indian mother, a mother who looked like Indian, and that's the DNA got transferred genetically. But message is same everywhere, and the system is same because we are all just one. So we need to understand God is a system. It's not a human being. There's a godliness, but there's no God. There is it is godliness which is running this world. So we need to be working with this godliness. And that's why out of these three karmas, the Kriya Yama is the most important karmas, because it is what deciding my life right now, my life today and my future. So you have to do good. If you're doing bad, then it will only bring bad. Thank you.